Hi, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending your part of the world. Um, well, we've got a packed hangout this Friday before the weekend. And what I'm going to do before Darren sort of jumps into his programming, I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. And I keep saying this every week, desktop, that's it. Right, so hopefully you can see my screen. I'll
Yep.
minimize that. Yep. And
Yep.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to what this is an account that I've just created for a free package. Now, what we've done today is we've uploaded. Now, the free member actually sees a different page than what the getting started page than what an intermediate pack, a beginner's pack, and the advanced package get. So the free member, they come to their getting started page. And as you scroll down, what we've got is we've got some free training in place for a free member. So a free member, Darren's got a nice presentation there that gives them an overview of how they can actually start to build money and bank it in there as a free member. And then as you go down the screen, we've got some training videos here for them, and we will be updating these as we go into next week. But Darren's uploaded this stuff for us. So now the free members have access to some free training. We'll also have some new changes on the site next week regarding all the members. And once that I've played with it and got it tested out, I'll let you know what that is. Now the next thing I want to show you is, let's just see. Yeah, right. I don't know if you remember in the last Hangout, I said about the Facebook Ninja. Now, when you pop an image URL in here in your message set, the image actually shows here so you can see what image that's going out for your post. We've now actually done that for Google Plus. In the sniper tool, you've got it in Pinterest, Twitter, sorry, that one's LinkedIn, and also for Twitter. So now every time that you load an image, it's going to show right there inside your screen so you know what image you've got. So let me get the Hangout back. I'll just minimize this one. So I'll stop sharing my screen there. Stop. I think that's it. Yep. So there's a couple of little changes that we've done in the beginning. So what I'll do now is I'll stop rambling and I'll pass you over to Darren for this week's training.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. Appreciate that. It's weird, isn't it? Whenever you show something, all of a sudden I think, crumbs, there's another job that I need to do. So I've just made another note. So obviously, as a company, we'll be letting know, obviously, all the free members be aware of that. But obviously, as a paid member, you guys won't actually see it because you won't have access to that. So I'm not saying rush out and create a free site, but you need to make sure that if you've got free members in your list, and obviously most people will have free members, is you need to obviously make sure that you prompt them. Certainly over this weekend, this is, in America you've got, what is it, Thanksgiving's just happened, I think. Obviously we've got Black Friday sales all over the weekend, I suggest. So again, this weekend they've got something that you can perhaps sit back, drink a glass of wine like Jeremy is there, and watch those videos and get up to speed with the sorts of, gives them a real good flavour of what Zukul is about, really. Okay, so what have I got to do today? Right, and I've lost me, oh there they are. I've had a bit of a tidy up, that was my problem. So we talked about JV Zoo over the past, past few weeks really. And what we've talked about that for is to try and open people's minds into thinking, okay, well, I'm in a business that's got a lot of tools, but what do I actually do with all these tools? Now, a lot of people come in to businesses like this because they want to make money through the business and through the affiliate program, and that is absolutely fine. There's people happily doing that. However, there's other people that are either involved with Zukul or that perhaps haven't seen the way that Zukul could benefit either their business or their future businesses, if you like. So what we've been doing over the past few weeks is trying to open your eyes into primarily how to use the blog more effectively than we think people traditionally use the blog. And we're using the blog in two ways. The first way is to obviously brand yourself. Okay, that's the most important thing that you can ever do online is start to brand yourself. The second most important thing you can do online is to start to build a list. And one of the things that that people will find very quickly is that building a list can be very time consuming, and obviously it can be very expensive. So what Zukul have done with Jeremy's help is we've created a number of ways that you can start to generate free traffic. And obviously we can do that through creating links, using keywords, using video. But now obviously we've got the Social Sniper and the Facebook Ninja, which, you know, if anybody sets anything up, you know, I set something up on the Ninja, I think it was yesterday, and I've already got over 200 visits on that site already, and that has just purely come from the Ninja. I haven't done anything else other than just use the Ninja. So, you know, the thing works. You just need to be able to direct it to appropriate things. Now, what we've talked about specifically last Wednesday. When was that? That was 2 days ago. Seems a long time. So what we talked about on Wednesday was how to use JVZoo offers. A lot of people will be thinking, okay, I've heard about affiliate marketers, I've heard about people making money as an affiliate marketer, and generally speaking, that is usually the best place that you can start with making money is by becoming an affiliate marketer, i.e. selling other people's products. But it's very difficult to break into that from a cold start, as it is true with everything. So what we've done is we've shown you where to get secure, high quality products, and we've used JVZoo as the example. So we've shown you where you can get them from the marketing, sort of the marketplace. We've also shown you how you can use the top sellers to identify the products that are selling now, the ones which are really, really hot. So that's all well and good. Now the problem that that some of you will have realised, and I've had 1 or 2 questions about this over the past few days, is that, okay, well, you know, these are products which are launched. Wouldn't it be better if I could get involved with these products before they launched, so that I'm not playing catch up? And yes, that is true, and I'm going to go through that with you tonight. But the important thing that we wanted to make sure of the past few weeks is that you understood the basic process. Because what you're now going to be shown today is, and I hate the phrase, but it probably explains it, really encapsulates it in a really good way. You're now going to start to play with the big boys, okay? So what I'm going to show you today is what the serious affiliate marketers will use, okay? Now, you can get access to it for free, there's no problems with that. But the way that you treat this information, you need to be very, very mature, businesslike, and grown up about it. Okay, so hopefully I've positioned all of that and given you a bit of context for that. And obviously there'll be some new people who are watching these videos may not understand at all what we're talking about. That's not an issue. If you now go back to the blog, not now obviously because I'm doing this Hangout, but later on, if you go to the blog now and you click on the marketing make money tab, which I'll show you later, on there you'll see a series of pages which will start to explain how we do the process that we're going through now. Okay, and unfortunately my thing has just pinged. Okay, there we are, we're still live. All right, okay, so enough ramble. I'm going to get up now and hopefully you can see my board. Is that quite clear, Jeremy? You give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Is that all right? Down a bit, up a bit.
Up. What you need to do is we can't see quite the top part. So I can't see the top part.
Okay.
That's it.
All right now?
Cooking on gas. Cooking on gas now.
Cool. All right. So the first place that you need to go now is a place called Muncheye.com. Okay, it's spelled as it is. And again, don't worry if you can't quite see this. I'll obviously, as normal, I'll have all this typed up along with the video, and we will then push that out onto the blog, so you'll get you know, idle opportunity to run through this, because this, as you can see, is a checklist, and I've done it in this way to just quickly go through all the aspects. Within all of these things, there is a little bit more detail, which I'll talk around. But obviously, it'll give you a basic checklist to work with. Now, Muncheye, basically what that is, and again, this might be a bit of a revelation to you, as it was to me when I first discovered it, is that I always thought that a product launch was a bit of a chaotic thing where somebody thought of something on a Monday, they got a designer on Tuesday, they threw up a sales page on Wednesday, and they pressed the button on Thursday, and bang, there was the launch. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not how it happens at all. It may happen 90% of the time, but actually for the successful launches, the ones that you see in the JVZoo top 10 list, those are very well coordinated and orchestrated launches. And when you go to muncheye.com, you will see how that works, and I'll show you that in the screen share in a moment. So Muncheye is one of the sites that people will put their pre-launches on, or their launches that are coming on, and that will go back, it could go on till like January and February now. So it goes on for quite a while, so you have a good idea of what is being launched. Now the first step, okay, is, again, what we're going to be doing is the principle is that we're going to identify that this pen is going to be launched in a few days' time, in a few weeks' time. We think that this blue pen will be really good for people on our list, okay? Or we really like pens, so we're going to promote this product. The idea is that we're going to do a pre-sell to our list about this pen, and then when we go into launch, we're then going to obviously tell them about this this pen. And therefore, what will happen is that you're going to start to generate traffic during the pre-sell. You're also going to start to generate traffic when it launches and everybody starts looking for it. And so therefore you're going to start to capture sales. And the way that we're going to do it is in a particular way, because we're actually going to start to interview the owner of the pen, or the person who's made that pen. And again, there's two reasons for this. The first reason is that you're going to gain authority by association. Okay, so because you know the owner of this pen, you're seen on a hangout with this person, or you're doing an interview with this person, then by association you are gaining authority. The other reason behind it is that you're building a network. So all of a sudden the owner of this pen just doesn't produce this pen, he will produce one of these pens, okay, and he will produce this pen perhaps in about 3 months' time. Did you see that? Was seamless, wasn't it? And then perhaps he might have another pen as well that he produces. I should have thought of this. This is all really well planned. So the point is that you are building a network with an owner of a product, and not just one owner. You're going to start to build networks with lots and lots of owners. Okay. Now it's not easy. Okay. What I'm telling you here is not easy. However, if it was really easy, everybody would be doing it, and that means that if you do take up the challenge and do this process, you will rise above. You remember that little triangle thing I drew the other week where we had the below average, the good, and what have you. At the moment, the below average are not even bothering, okay? They're probably not even watching this hangout. The average people, and I do apologise if I'm offending anybody, are watching this hangout. They're doing the bare minimum, if you like. They're watching the hangouts, they're following the process, they're doing that. If you want to become above average, if you want to become good, then this is the next stage, okay? So, fair warning. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify 7 days in advance the product that you particularly like. Now, you'll pick 1 or 2 products that you like. There may be something that you don't like, okay? Or products on there that you don't like, and that's fine. Don't go down the route of feeling as though you've got to promote anything, okay? If you don't like the products, that's fine. That's the better decision. So we're going to work 7 days in advance, and that'll be rolling. So, for example, today, when I go through it, I was looking for launches, I think it was on the 5th of December. Tomorrow, I'll look for launches on the 6th. I don't think there will be because it's a Saturday. But you understand what I mean. So each day, you're just looking, 7 days in advance. Next step is you need to go through the premium list first, and that will make sense when we go onto the site in a moment. Go through the premium list first and make a decision. Okay, would you buy the product? Does it appeal to you? All right. And again, if you remember the criteria that we went through on the last Hangout about whether that's a good product or a bad product, okay, that is the criteria that you need to be either having as a as a cheat sheet, if you like, on your desktop or in your mind as you go through each product. So would you buy it? Does it satisfy a real need at the moment? So let's think about lots of products that have been promoted at the moment. Video and scribe tools, video scribe type tools, okay? They've been done to death, okay? So if you're looking at another video scribe tool, is there really going to be a demand for that? Maybe because they're really popular, or you may think, you know what, I need to be doing something either around videos or a totally different product completely, all right? Is there a JV page? Okay, and again, that's a good symbol, sign. A week out, do they have a JV page up yet? Is there a competition, and is the bonuses? Usually, okay, so at the moment you're probably not going to generate enough sales in order to win or get onto leaderboards or win, the top affiliate. You may do, okay, I'm not taking that away from you, but at the moment you may not be that interested in the competition bonus. However, the level of the competitions and the bonuses is a fairly good gauge on what they're predicting to turnover, if you like, during that launch period. So it's a really good gauge on the experience of the product owner, because again, let's be fair, some of these product owners you will not know their names. Okay, you just won't. So again, that's a really good gauge, I think, at the moment to try and identify decent products and owners. And what is the promo tool quality like? Okay, what is the tools like? So have they got swipes? Have they got banners? Have they got email swipes that you can use? What have they got? And is it of good quality, or is it just sort of stuff that they've probably nicked from the internet or whatever? So again, you're trying to get overall, what is your instinct telling you about the whole product and the whole setup? Next step is you then repeat that whole process going through the full list. That's the list on the right hand side. Then once you've done that, you should have, in theory, because on any given day you could have 5, 6 or 7 launches. So out of that you should be able to find at least one product that fits your criteria, okay? And again, it's the sort of thing that you can do while having a cup of tea in the morning. It's not a big job, and again, when you first start to do it, it will be. It'll take you an hour. When you then start to do it on a regular basis, it's the sort of thing you'll do during the length of time it takes to drink a cup of tea. So it's not a big job. So step 4, you need to then apply to become an affiliate. Okay, it's not automatic. There will be obviously on their JV page, there'll be automatic links that you can click on, and you then need to apply to be an affiliate. And then follow their instructions, really clear, and then wait for approval. Do not do anything else, okay? You've got 7 days, okay? You wait for their approval. Don't start building websites and doing videos and getting all excited about it. Wait for their approval. Why am I saying that? Because you are starting out. You will get knocked back. These are the big boys that you're playing with, okay? These are guys who will, who'll be dealing with large people with large lists, large reputations. So you will start to get knocked back. Now, don't let that disappoint you, okay? And there's 1 or 2 tricks which I'll show you to try and sort of get you over that hump. Step 2, okay? Contact the owner. Now we are getting to the scary bit, okay? Can
Darren,
you see
sorry, can you move your camera down now to step 2?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is that okay? So
yep,
step 2,
it.
Contact the owner, okay? And you're going to introduce yourself. You're going to introduce what it is you're trying to do. All right, we're going to do that in a particular way. And then, once you've got that interaction going, you're then going to ask for some specifics. You're going to ask for a sales page preview. You're going to ask for a preview copy of the product. Okay, so get this. You're going to ask for a free copy of their product. So, I'm selling this blue pen. I'm going to give you the sales page, and I'm also going to give you the pen to actually see if it works, if it actually colours in blue, all right? So you'll get a preview of that product. Now that is a key thing, all right? how many owners are going to be really confident to give you a copy of their product ahead of a launch? Okay, that's a really big risk for them because they don't know you. All right. So understand the importance of that. And then finally, you're going to ask them for a review interview. Now, ideally, you want to do that, recorded, on a Hangout or on a video or Skype or something like that. But either way, you'll want to do an audio version of it, okay, at least. If you can't get that, and the chances are in the early days you won't get them, you need to do a written one. So again, you could just say, okay, can I send you some questions and can you give me some answers, all right? And that's straightforward enough, okay? And then organize your bonuses. Okay, so that's the last thing that you need to do. So that's the checklist. I'm now going to show you what that actually looks like in real life. So I shall now try and do a screen share without cutting everybody off. So we'll go over, not to chat, we'll go to screen share. I'll just wait for a moment for everything to load up. If you could just give us a shout, Jeremy, if you can see. Hopefully we're looking at Muncheye.
Yep, we've got it, Darren.
Brilliant. Okay. So some of you may have already got logged on to Muncheye and had a bit of a sneaky peek, which is absolutely fine. Now, the beauty of Muncheye is that you don't even need to register. So, it's totally free. It's literally just a platform for you to have a look at the offers. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see here they're what they're calling premium launches. Now, premium launches are launches by people who have a huge proven track record. So here, you can see, our good friend Alex Jeffries, for example. You've got Devin Zandler here as well. Who else? Like Simon Warner. Devin Zandler again, Sam Warner again. So you can see that these are all people that you will have probably heard of. Certainly in past things, you'll have received all their emails, for example. So the first thing you need to do is, like I said, is you're looking for the 5th to begin with. So the first step is go to the premium launches. I'm looking for the 5th because that's 7 days in advance. And we've got Devin's here, which is Authority Snap. Okay, so all we would do is we would open that, and that takes us back into the back page. Okay, and sometimes they will have some information here. Devin hasn't got that on here, and then you've got the JV page here. So we'll click on that. Sorry, so the basic information here, it's called Authority Snap. Now, the first flag for me is, what is Authority Snap? I'm not sure what it is. Okay, it's not what we would say in England. It doesn't say what it does on the tin. So I'm not sure what it is. It's launching at 11 o'clock Eastern time, which is a pretty good time for us, which is about 4 o'clock-ish maybe, GMT. Front end is reasonable, $17, and obviously we're going to expect to get 100%. So those are the basic information. And the niche is that it's going to be through looking for SEO and traffic. So that's that's the market that it's pointing itself at. So we're now going to have a look at the affiliate page. Now, when you get to the affiliate page, okay, we've got Wyatt here who's going to do a bit of a chat. Now, it's a very plain JV page. Now, it's just got Wyatt just obviously going through some bits and pieces about what's happening and when it's going to happen. You can click here to become a JV partner. So if you click that, you just simply put in your name and email. Make sure that they are your correct name and your, I wouldn't say your primary email, but perhaps your affiliate email. Now these guys will respect it. They will, these aren't the guys who will now start spamming you. All right. As I keep saying, these are serious product owners and marketers. So they want to build a relationship with you. They don't want to sort of spam you with the next best shiny object or anything like that. So respect that. The request for link is absolutely fine. That just takes you straight through to JV Zoo, because this is a JV Zoo product. And then contact us. It I think just normally takes you to their Facebook page. Okay, so those are the big buttons, and then it just talks you through a little bit about what the product is, the fact it's got a one-time offer and then another one-time offer. Okay, and obviously we quite like the look of this, that if everybody goes through everything, it's $71, which is a pretty good return, for a fully paid up member, if you like. And then again, it just shows you a little bit more explanation about what they've done previously. Now I've read through this. It's a pretty good it's a pretty good product. I like it. I like the look of it. I've had a quick chat with Wyatt, and this is one of those that I would be recommending that you perhaps have a look at if you were looking at doing this type of product. So that's Authority Snap. So we've had a look at the left-hand side. Now looking at the right-hand side. Now on the 5th of December, here we go, 5th of December, you've got hidden CPA loophole, you've got Facebook rebellion, and then you've got Authority Snap again as well. And as you can see, sorry, I forgot to mention, on the left-hand side here, you can see that obviously it's got the JV Zoo logo. Up here, it's got the ClickBank logo, and here is the Warrior Plus logo. So those are usually the three major platforms that are being used. But as you can see, JV Zoo is the most popular. Now I'm going to show you Facebook Rebellion. Now I do apologise if anybody who knows David Coyne or Cone, but I just want to show you this as an example of something that might be slightly different. So again, he's got a little bit more information here, okay, and we know that it's obviously going to be launching at 12 o'clock. It's $37 and we'll get 75% commission on that, all right, and it's obviously a social media product. Now Facebook Rebellion, we might be thinking, well, you know what, with the Facebook Ninja, this could be a pretty good product that we could link in together. However, what I would say is we're going to use this as one of these examples that is perhaps one that we might want to give a miss. I'm not a big fan of all this. It looks all right. It's got a nice logo going on. Regular video, that's fine. Now, discover the new Facebook-approved ad strategy that brings in insanely cheap, highly targeted leads that turns into quick profits. Now, again, when I read this, I thought, okay, this doesn't look a bad product that I could then lead on with the Facebook Ninja. But then when I looked at it, this is the competition that I'm talking about. So for 20 personal sales, you'll get an additional $50, and so on and so on. So it's not bad, 1,000 personal sales, $9,000. Rules of the prizes, join the list, but that's it. Okay, and it looks like, and I do apologise, David, but it looks half finished. It doesn't look quite finished for me, and there's nothing there that's telling me what David's track record is. This is all very nice, but actually 1,000 times the commission that he will earn on the $37, that's what that is. So really all he's doing is he's just giving that money back to the person, which is, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but he's not backing it with masses, let me put it that way, and there's no track record there. And so if I was looking for a reason not to do it, then I think there's a couple of reasons for me not to choose that one above the Authority Snap as an example. If I now go back and show you CPA, what was it called? Hidden CPA loophole. Okay, now this one is probably one that I would definitely go for if I could. So again, it launches at 9 o'clock Eastern. $9 to $14 is the front end. Really good and cheap. Okay, it's a really good cheap front end. And then when you see what the product is, you'll think to yourself, wow, whoops. Okay, when you see what the product is, it's actually, this is it, it's a proven moneymaker, and it's a demonstration of how he turns $25 into 6 figures a year CPA business using HOF, which is Plenty of Fish, which if you're unfamiliar with dating sites, it's a bit like, well, it is a dating site, but it's an advertising site as well, which obviously all these dating sites are. So it's a twist on CPA. It's a really good pull. That's the good hook there. Now Tom here gives a good explanation of what it is, and it's an interesting video to watch, because you'll watch that and you'll think, he's not a professional speaker. He's just a guy who's really good at making products. Okay, and that's what he is. A bit more information, as you can see, a lot more detail here. Explanation on the funnel. Okay, so again, an early bird, which is really good. Okay, for the first 12 hours, $9 to get this. That's a really good pull, and we'll talk about that later. And then afterwards, it's obviously a dime sale, going up to $14. Nice images like that. Again, a bit more information about the product. And then at the bottom, again, we've got some competition stuff there. Then at the bottom, we've got some bits and pieces about what they've done in the past. And again, lots of social proof, and obviously we like social proof. And you can see here, what they've, there's Tom and I think Garrett there. And these guys, as you can see from the front page, that these guys are always launching products. And again, you can see here, that they've got people on board already. So overall, this looks the stronger leader of the three. Now, what I've done today is I've sent Tom and Wyatt from Authority Snap. I've sent both of them a contact message, and obviously I've just said obviously who I am, and obviously that I'd like to promote their product, and can I be an affiliate? Straightforward enough, and I think I went through that on Wednesday. And that's it. This is, you don't have to. It's not War and Peace they're looking for. These guys are busy, so it's just, hey, my name is Darren, okay, and I'm interested in promoting your product. Obviously, you can put the product name in there as well via my list and my product review site. Okay, I realise that you'll be very busy, but I've got a few questions for you, and then just put your name. Okay, that is it, and just wait for them to get back to you. And then what they'll do is they will then get back to you and they'll say, yep, sure, no problem, how can I help you? Or they might put you onto their personal assistant, whatever it might be. And that's when you then ask those key questions that I've mentioned before. You're going to request a copy of the sales page if they haven't got it already. Now, obviously, CPA has already got the sales page up and running. You can ask for a copy of a review copy. And again, they, may be a little bit of delay because they want to make sure that those review copies go out all at the same time. And then again, finally, you want to make a request for a short interview. So a short 20-minute review interview, and obviously I'll forward the questions on in advance. Okay, straightforward enough. Now, the worst that they can do is they can say no. They might say, who are you? They might say, can I have a look at your site? They might ask you what experience you've got. They will obviously ask how many sales you've had through JVZ or anything like that. Now, whatever their response is, you need to go back to them and explain to them that you are, depending on what your experience is, but your experience might be that this is the first time you're trying affiliate marketing, or that you want to break into the affiliate marketing, and you just want the key thing, which is their sales page, and you want to have some sort of review. Now, whether that interview is, like I say, is done from a recorded version, which is the best that you can get, from a video recorded version, or an audio recorded version, or at worst, can I just send you 5 questions then about the product? Yeah, and that's it. That's all you need to do. If you can get advance notice of all this information, then brilliant. You can create some information around it as part of your pre-sale. So that's how you get in touch with the individuals. Okay, but you're all networkers or network marketers or marketers in social marketing or whatever. I don't need you to show you how to suck eggs. You just need to build a relationship and a rapport with these people, and it will happen over time. We know that Garrett, for example, he's promoting about 3 products, I think, in December, isn't it? We spotted a few. Where are we? So you got Devin, for example, here. So you've got one there, and I think you might have another one here. So if you contact him on both occasions, then he's going to get to know your name. Okay, so you just need to be consistent with it. Okay, so all that's done.
Can I just ask you a question while you're on there? So for promoting a product, are you restricted to promoting one product, or can you promote more than one product, so you can see which one's the better one for you, that you get a better response from?
Yeah, exactly. What I tend to do is, again, this is what I tend to do is I try to pick 2 on every day, and then I contact both of those people, and then I wait to see A, which is the better response I get, and B, really what is the better product. And then obviously I then go with that. I very rarely, I wouldn't do 2 launches on the same day. You can only ever do 1. Having said that, you can do 7 launches a week. You know, you can do 7 different products every single week because of the method that you're deploying here. So you're not, because effectively what you're creating is a product review site. So people will be going to your site and logging onto your list because they're interested in hearing what the latest honest review is of a product. And so therefore they're going to expect you to be sending them information, you know, at least 5 days a week about a particular product. Now it might be that you've only got 2 products in a particular week that are worth your time and effort, because you've got the perhaps you've got advance notice of the sales page, you've got advance notice of the back office or the actual product, and you have an interview. You know, if you've got the Holy Trinity, and you've only got that one that week, and the other ones are, you know, just sort of copies of sales pages and things like that, then you perhaps want to put a lot of weight behind the one that you've got the interview over, and put a lot of effort into that. And again, there isn't a problem with you, and I would strongly urge you to make sure that you're pointing the sniper and the Facebook Ninja at your review copies, your pre-sell and your review copies, and just make sure that you're driving traffic to those. Because one of the key things that these guys are going to ask, as you've already seen through the JB Zoo, is that there is a threshold of 25 sales. So as soon as you get your 26th sale, then all of a sudden you then move into a category where you're going to start to receive instant commissions. You're going to get automatic approval, and when these guys are looking at your details when you're asking for an interview, all of a sudden they're going to start to say yes a lot more. So again, it's going to be a lot of hard work to begin with, and when I say hard work, you know, you're not working down a mine. You're literally spending a bit of time looking at this site, trying to find a nice product, which isn't particularly difficult. It's quite a nice job. And then once you've done that, you've just got a couple of pre-made messages that you send off to the individuals, and then you go off and do whatever you do during the day. Come back later on in the day and react to the responses, and that's it. You know, it's not difficult. It's not difficult stuff.
So what would you recommend? Yeah, it does. What would you recommend then, Darren? I just choose any product I want, or I choose a product that I would probably buy myself?
Initially, I would look at products that you yourself have an interest in, things that you are particularly interested in. So out of the products that we've looked at today, the one that jumps out at me most would be the CPA. Simply because I've heard of it, I've tried CPA, never been successful. And yet this looks a really good introductory to the CPA, and obviously having looked at the back of the product, you know, they are doing what they're saying they're doing. You know, this is a, they've got loads and loads of proof of, you know, starting off with $25, and then obviously, you know, creating an advert that creates money. Now, I'm not saying that they don't, they just invest $25 and that's it. What they're doing is they're reinvesting their earnings, if you like, into more CPA offers and more CPA offers. I'm not for one moment thinking that $25 and all of a sudden I'm looking at $100,000. That's not how it works. But it looks a real credible step-by-step product by somebody who has got a real good track record, if you like, in very simple, into simplistic systems for making money. Not saying that they're easy systems, but they're very simplistic. So if you do step 1, this is what will happen. If you do step 2, this is what will happen. And this guy's obviously has a track record for doing that type of thing. You also need to understand, if you're starting afresh, is that you're going to have a certain list that you're going to obviously want to talk to about this. And again, rather than all of a sudden hitting them with offer after offer after offer, is that you want to probably position that as well. So you perhaps want to talk to people about the fact that you know, you're going to start to do product reviews, and then, which is again a great way of driving some interest. You know, I've got a product review interview with I don't know, Sean Morgan, you know, and it's going to happen on Wednesday, and I'm really excited. Blah blah blah. That's it. And then on Wednesday, you can say, just done my interview with Sean Morgan. Wow, you won't believe what I've just discovered about the social post box. And then obviously in the pre-launch, you can then start talking about you know, what the social post box does. Not sure what the social post box would do, but you know, it's you know, you can start to talk to it in that way. But what I certainly wouldn't suggest that you do is do one and then wait for that to finish before you do another one. You know, the next, once you've got this one out of the way on the 5th, is then look for the 6th. Now we know there's none on the 6th, so we then look for the 7th, we then look for the 8th, then look for the 9th, because we don't know if any of these will, you know, fall by the wayside. These launches will happen. There's 99% certain that these launches will happen, but you know, stuff happens, life happens. So you know, some of these things might not happen, or they might not take off as well as you think. And again, it's about building that understanding with your new list, and also making sure that you've got the traffic coming through, which are looking for your reviews. And again, I'll go into that in a little bit more detail probably next week. I'll probably take this to the next stage where we're talking about what questions you ask and how you obviously present your pre-sell effectively. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm assuming silence is good. All right. Okay, so just moving on then. Now, what do we do? What does it look like? I'm going to show you what like a finished article looks like. So I've mocked some up here. So you can go to the blog, and in the Making Money tab, you've got Product Review 1 and Product Review 2. So Product Review 1 is an example of possibly one that you didn't manage to get an interview with, okay? And this is one where you're sort of putting on some information that you've got early. So this is a bit like a pre-sell page. So this is obviously talking about list verify Jeet. Now, some of you will have obviously seen lots of emails about this flying around. Jeet has done a big launch over the past 10 days or so of a number of products based around emails and autoresponders and things like that. So this is an example of where we've got the product. We've got a little bit of information. Guess where I've got the information from? Exactly the sales page. The sorts of things that obviously I've been banging on about for the past couple of weeks. You do not need to be a fantastic script writer. You just need to be able to type, copy or paste. Now I've just put a placeholder here for a video, and what I might put here as an example would be perhaps just a video recording of me or a Hangout recording of me just talking people through what the sales page is and what I know about the product. Okay, and it could be 5 minutes long, but at least it's a video that's on that site. And then all of this is just simply images from the sales page. That's all it is. It's got a buy now button here. Now you could obviously make that linked, and it could go to your JVZoo account for a buy button. And again, more copies. This is just all images, nothing else here, just images. And again, right down at the bottom, another buy button. Hopefully, there we go, another buy button, which you could obviously have that linked to your JVZoo account. And that's it. There really isn't a great deal that's difficult about creating a pre-sell review page. And you could start to make a list of people who are going to start to look for these sorts of products. And then more importantly at the bottom is that you're going to have to start to think about bonuses. Now obviously List Verified Jeet have got their own bonuses, and again this gives you a good idea of the types of things that you might want to include. So you've got all of these bonuses. Now guess what? These aren't Jeet's bonuses. These are bonuses that they've taken from a PLR company. All right, and again, I've talked about those to death over the past couple of weeks as well. So that's their bonuses. You also want to have your own bonuses. So I've just quickly grabbed a couple of bonuses that I've got, and again, I've just repeated the same process. Okay, so you've got the headline, there's perhaps a little bit of information, excuse me, and then obviously an image. Now, I might have spent a little bit more time putting a bit more information on here, but actually, you know, there's lots and lots of bonuses that go with that product, and you're still only paying $10. So anybody that's on your list who has been used to seeing the format of a pre-sell, a preview of the product, and the fact that if they buy the product using your link, then they'll get lots of bonuses, this absolutely fits into that that method of operation, if you like. So that's a very basic pre-sell page using a sales page. All right, and remember that will stay up for as long as that product is up, and you're going to get you know, residual people coming to that page because of the way that you're going to set that page up, and I'll talk you through that, like I say, probably next week. So product review page part 2 is one that's probably where there is more of an interview that's going on. So this one is our old friend Lazy Affiliate. So we talked about this again on Wednesday. So again, you know, a bit of a headline, bit of copy, and an image that I've taken from that page. Placeholding here is where I would put the interview that I had with Mark. So I would put mine and Mark's interview here, or if I didn't have that interview, this is probably where I would put my review of the actual product and the information that I've got from Mark. So, you know, perhaps I've sent him some questions and he's given me some answers, and I'll be able to walk people through the, you know, the sales page and answer any questions that, or the more popular questions that that people might likely to ask. And then again here, I've got the bonuses, and again, you know, buy through my link above, and you'll get the following bonuses. Just email your receipt to, and you can obviously put your email address here. So again, it's about putting the bonuses. Now, it's not any flipping bonus. These are bonuses that are attached or linked to the product. So you've got lazy affiliate marketing. So you've got a 52-week affiliate marketing course here. You've got Kickstart to affiliate marketing. What's this? Website traffic methods. Okay, because this is all based around creating little websites. Then you've got hot niche finding formula. Again, this is all about finding little unusual niches like cold sores, or, you know, that sort of exciting stuff. So again, it's making sure that your bonuses are linked in to the product that you're actually promoting, so it makes sense. So you wouldn't want to have some things on here, for example, about Facebook, or CPA, because they just wouldn't be congruent with the product that you're trying to promote. Okay, right, so hopefully that makes sense. And again, just to show you, where are we, blog page. Again, just to remind you that today's blog, I think, where are we? I've lost it. What have I done with it? I do apologise. I have put it somewhere. Yes, here we go. So today's blog has been about how to use JVZoo. Now, I've shown the example of Alex Jeffries' launch Bible, which there's no links on here, but I would, you know, I think it was $10 or something like that. I would recommend that you get this. I think it's really odd. It's only the actual product is literally a checklist, and you think to yourself, crumbs, you know, I've paid $10 for this. But actually, underneath that and behind it, there is there's some really good stuff from Alex Jeffries, and there's a very good one-time offer on the back of it, which again I would strongly advise you get. It's only $17, I think, which is a ridiculous amount of money. So anyway, so this is the launch Bible, and I've broken it down into 4 simple videos. I was going to say 4. Is there 4? Yes, there's 4 simple videos, and again that will take you through things step by step. So yes, that's it. I'm going to stop talking now, so I'll stop sharing.
I've got a couple of questions for you, Darren, actually.
Yeah, go on.
Now Shane is asked in the Skype room there,
Mm.
Basically, right. So he's set up JV Zoo, and
Yeah.
he's made himself a capture page, and he's sending people, once they've signed into the capture page, he's sending them over to his JV Zoo offer.
Yeah.
But now he says, well, once I've sent them to the offer, how do I actually link those people that have joined my list? How do I actually start sending them stuff about Zukul? What does he need to do?
Okay, so I'm going to assume that he's set up a particular campaign in the autoresponder that is different. So this is why I shouldn't have a whiteboard, because I'm going to I need to keep that. Okay. So essentially, what I would suggest that you have done is that you have the offer, and obviously you've put a capture page in front of that offer, and hopefully you've attached a new campaign. You started a new autoresponder campaign to this offer. So I don't know, perhaps you're calling it your JV Zoo affiliates. So depending on what the product is, so for example, let's say it's Facebook, or it's some sort of social marketing product. Well, all of a sudden you've got a link between the people that have been interested enough to put their details into your opt-in page for this social marketing product. That way you've now got, okay, so you've now got a way of talking to them about the way that Zukul could help them still achieve what they're hoping to buy by demonstrating what Zukul does. Also, you could introduce yourself, and this is the more subtler way, is introduce yourself and invite them to come to your blog, or come to your Facebook account, or come to your website. And then again, you're going to have information about Zukul and what it does. You could also send them emails giving them training on bits and pieces of what Zukul does. So within Zukul we have the jukebox training. So there's all sorts of bits and pieces of training within there that you might want to also feed back to your what do you call them, subscribers. There's also a lot of information on the blog that again you could break down into email format and send that to your subscribers as well. And it's all about, because what you need to understand, and I apologise Shane if I'm teaching how to suck eggs, what we need to understand is the people that are joining your list this week are not necessarily going to buy this week, but they might buy in 2, 3, 4 weeks further down the road. So what your important job is to build a rapport with those people, and that is, by, like I say, by giving them your contact details. So can they contact you on Skype, Facebook? Can they contact you on the blog? Can they give you some feedback on a blog post that you've done? So you've just written this blog post. So there's lots of ways that you can create that rapport. But the easiest connection is going to be where you are promoting a product that is very similar to a product that we have within Zukul. And if you've got a product, so for example, if you look at that Facebook product that we had on Muncheye, it was $37 for whatever it might have been. Well, actually, for $50, you're going to get a Facebook Ninja, you're going to get the Social Sniper, you're going to get Autoresponder, Capture Page, Blog, Training, Video Submission Tool. I've run out of other stuff because I normally go up to about 10, but you get the idea. Okay, so whatever the product is, you could send them a message in a couple of days' time saying, thanks for joining my list. You joined my list. You expressed an interest in, this Facebook product. Not sure whether they bought it or not. That's an irrelevance. I use this Facebook product, and these are the results that I get. Well, you know what? If you received an email from somebody that you've just opted into a list from, and they're saying, I use this Facebook tool, and it's just generated X number of visitors to my website. I've just written a blog about it, or I've just done a video on it and put it on my blog. Well, there's no fear there. There's no threat. But what they're going to do is probably click on that link and go and read your review of, or your progress of whatever it is you've done with Zukul. And then if you've got a link at the bottom of there,
I'm not sure who's got dropped off the call there, whether it be Darren or whether it's me. So what I'll do, just in case it is Darren, Shane, one of the things that I personally do is that I actually, if I can't get a review, like Darren was talking about earlier, if you can't get a review, then what I tend to do is I actually buy the product myself and do a review from the product once I've bought the product. Now, once you join as an affiliate, you obviously you're going to you make the commission out of your own sale of the product. So I make a review, and you know, when somebody opts into my capture page for this particular product that I've been promoting through the Social Sniper, what I do then is I send them an email. The first email I say that, you know, you showed an interest in product XYZ. Actually, I use this product, and I've actually made a review showing you what the pros and cons are of this product, and I send them to my blog, and you know, I would communicate 3 or 4 times with them in an email, giving them some, you know, some inside information about the product. Now, whether they bought the product or not, hopefully they're going to buy it eventually. But then, because you've given them, you also say to them that if they need any help in setting it up, or if they have any questions, please contact you, blah, blah, blah. Now, what that does is it does a couple of things. You start to build up a relationship with them, and you know, they understand that you're there to help them. And also, as you go further on, you know, you can now start to say, introduce other products that you've done reviews on, and one of those could be you know, the Zukul, whether it's any one of the products inside Zukul. So that's how you would introduce your new prospect that's come in from one product into and bring them into Zukul. You know, help them. It's all about helping people. Now, what I want to show you is I want to share my screen with you until we get Darren back. So hopefully you're going to see my screen in a minute. Let me minimize that. Now, what I want to show you while we're waiting for Darren to come back, I've got a screenshot here of my campaign that I was running on Google Plus. Okay, if you can see the URL, it's money.365. And I've got 1,475 visits at the date I took this screenshot. And if you can see, this screenshot is on the 25th. That's 1925. What's that? 7:25 in the evening. So now let me take you over to, I forget which one it's on. Is it on? No, sorry, it's not on that one. Bear with me. It's on this one over here. So now let's just check. No, that's not the account. I do apologize. It is on here. Right. So now I need to find the screenshot. Is this my account? Yep. So bear with me. Right, here we are. Here's the screenshot. Now the 365. Let's find the 365 money one. Am I in the right account here? Yeah, Jeremy. So 365. So there it is there, as you can see, and it's 1811. So if I go back to my screenshot, there's my screenshot, which is 1475. And if I come back here, 1811. Now that's in what, 400 visits thereabouts, just under 400 visits from Google Plus in about 2.5 days. So you can see this one, I'm actually sending them to the Zukul homepage, but this could be an advertisement that you're actually running out on Google Plus, you know, Twitter, Pinterest, all those sites that are in the Social Sniper, or your Google or your Facebook Ninja. So once you've found the product, that you want to promote through, you know, via JVZoo, and you find a product, you've only got to point these tools at them, and you're going to get lots and lots of traffic. Now, one of the things that we've done is Darren showed you just a little while ago that, you know, some of those JV partners there, the JVZoo guys, actually provide you with a video. Now, what you can do is you can go over to your Google Plus and then go down to your communities. And then when this loads, choose one of the communities. I'm going to choose this one here, work from home. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that link there, that number, take that over to Zukul. And in the social sniper, if you go over to post now, you can actually, you know, choose Google Plus, then put that number in there that I've got from that capture page. Then I would put my affiliate link in there. And then here I would put a YouTube video. Okay, so I'm just going to use this YouTube video. And then I'm going to click here, submit now. Okay. Now, hopefully, this is live. It's going to work for us. So this is going to take a little bit of a while because I'm actually talking on the Hangout as well. So I'm using up the internet process. So bear with me. Now that says my post was successful. So here it says that there's a new post, and if I go up the top, there's my video sitting there at the top of the screen. So as you can see now, we've actually added a tool where you can actually post a video onto Google Plus. So let's go back over to the Hangout, and I'm going to stop sharing, and I think we've got Darren back. So I'm going to hand back over to you, Darren, because I do apologise. Somebody's knocking at my door. We seem to have you. I can't hear you, Darren. So I don't know whether you've got yourself muted. I do apologise. It's my daughter knocking at my door. So we can't hear you, Darren. Have you got? Can you try again? No. So you should have done sign language. So we've messed this up, really. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so Darren dropped off. Now, we'll wait a few moments more to see if we can get Darren back and he can tell us again what he's been trying to tell us. So he's logging back in. Ah, that's it. I can hear the click of the mouse. So we can
you hear me now?
We can, yeah. One other question, Darren, I've got for you is somebody sent me a message and said, you keep mentioning the word swipes. Can you explain what swipes are?
Yes, do apologise. A swipe is a general term for when you see something that's good, you swipe it. So, we often refer to that as being advertising copy. So, for example, if you go through the module of training on Facebook Ninja, for example. Sorry, I apologise if you're not on Facebook Ninja. So we may go through the training on the social sniper or something like that. You will get some examples of adverts that you can use for advertising. And again, we refer to those being as a swipe. So you can literally copy that. So when I had that little notepad set up on my desktop before, where I was showing you, a little sentence of greeting, if you like, that's effectively a swipe. So it's just an example of an advert or an email or even a blog post. If you think it's good, then swipe it. We often refer to I have swipe files. So I have a swipe file for adverts, emails and images and banners. And each time I see something that catches my eye or looks good, then I will swipe it and I'll put it into a particular category within those files. and then when I need some sort of inspiration about something, I'll then open up that swipe file and quickly go through it to see if there's something there that sparks those sort of those juices, if you like, again. Or there might be something there I can just lift, wholesale out and just perhaps change a couple of words, just to sort of bring it up to date or to focus it on what it is I want. So that effectively is what a swipe
is. So when you say a JV Zoo person, has an affiliate page and he's got some swipes on there, you mean he's got some emails or some text that you can actually copy off and use for your own promotion, is that right?
That's right, yeah. And I think we show that in the videos that I did on the blog, where they'll have whole email sequences. So they'll have 5 or 6 different emails with maybe 5 or 6 different headings for each email. And again, you can literally, although I wouldn't advise it, is you could literally just copy that email, paste it into your autoresponder, and you've already got 6, 7 emails already set up for you. What I would advise that you then do is then work with those, read through them, and then change the wording. So again, I know perhaps banging on the point a bit here, but going back to Shane's original point, is that email sequence that they're getting about that product, you can start to insert some information about your blog, your contact details, your experiences with Zukul. This is a great product that you're wanting to buy, so perhaps it's an XYZ lotion that this person's applied for. My experience with this XYZ lotion is fantastic. It cleared up that rash beautifully, and there was no more embarrassing talk at the golf club. So you could talk about that, and then you could say, and I promoted it really successfully using Social Sniper or the Ninja, or promoted it on my blog or whatever. So or I've just done a quick article on my blog about it. So you can insert those personal bits of information into those email sequences, and that's what I would always recommend that you do. Okay, I'll stop speaking now.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Darren. I think if anybody hasn't got the idea now on how to set up affiliate programs, or and how to become an affiliate marketer and where to look to find the good products, have obviously had their head in a box for the last couple of Hangouts. I think Darren's explained it quite nicely. Now, Darren, have you come up with a catchphrase yet?
Well, I was going to go back to my grandmother's favourite one, which I don't know whether it really applies to this, but I always like it. Is that you never know? She used to refer to it as being a teabag moment, and she used to say, "What was that mean?" She said, "We never know how strong you are until you dipped in hot water." So I don't know. Yeah. Probably not suitable, but it's one that's.
Well, anyway, don't try that at home. No dipping anything in hot water. Right, we've come up to just over the hour. We do apologise that we lost Darren in the process, and I had to ramble out some rubbish to fill in the gap. But that's what you get when you go live. And I always want to finish on what my father always told me, and that was, please, please, please don't do the same things over and over again, and expect different results. If you carry on doing today what you did yesterday, then tomorrow you're going to have exactly the same as you've got today. If you want to make a change in your tomorrow and make your dream come true, please do something different today. Darren's given you some excellent training there on how to start promoting products and getting cash into your bank. And of course you can apply those also to your Zukul and start promoting Zukul. And I don't know, it's coming up for the weekend. I've got some wine that I've had delivered from Italy, which is very, very nice. And, well, have a great weekend. Thanks very much for joining us on this Hangout. And, Darren, have you got any closing words?
No. All I would say is, I've gone through some scary, dangerous stuff, doing interviews, contacting, gurus and things like that. But as Jeremy says, just do it. Just do it. You've got so far, okay, and this is just about getting you over that next hump, because as soon as you do it, there is so many massive benefits if you do this process. You know, like I said before, I'm not going to go on about it, but you know, just do it. Just bite the bullet over the next couple of days. Go through Muncheye, identify some people, and start to contact them, and just ask those basic questions, and you will be surprised with the answers that we'll give you. Definitely.
Yep.
Just do it.
And it's you know, I don't know what type of work that anybody's doing out there. You know, their day job. You get up in the morning, you either catch the train, or you drive, or you get the bus, or you ride on your push bike, or you ride on your motorbike, or you walk to work. Now, the disadvantage with that is you have to be in your location to get to work. If you start to put a bit of effort into your online business, you can be doing it anywhere in the world that you've got an internet connection. That could be from a beach, could be from up a mountain, it could be down in a submarine. As long as you've got an internet connection, you can be anywhere you want in the world when you start to work online, and that's the beauty of it. Live your dream, have a bit of freedom, and we'll see you on Monday's Hangout. Have a great weekend.
Take care. Bye-bye.